So remember, we're talking about humility, and that is the key to avoiding becoming a modern day Pharisee. We've got to intentionally work to expel the pridefulness out of our hearts and our souls and our minds, our thinking, because it's part of the human condition. And so remember, the first step in doing this is to give it to God, to pray for humility, to just give it to God every single day and ask him to give you a humble heart. And remember, one of the ways he will do this is allow you to go through difficult times. And so the next thing to do is to prepare for that. Here we go, to prepare. Know that you are going to go through hard times sooner or later, because everybody does. And so prepare for that, for when that happens, to hang on to Jesus, to walk through the difficult times with Jesus. Okay, because those hard times will come and you can make the decision to walk through it with Jesus or not. And so the question is, how do you respond when the hard times come? When the hard things happen, do you respond by surrendering to God, by praising him anyway, by assuming that, okay, he's got a plan. I might not understand, but I'm sticking with God on this. I know that God is still here. Is that how you respond when hard things happen? Or do you fight against it? And do you get mad at God for letting it happen? Shake your fist at him for letting it happen to you? Do you try to figure out how to get out of it on your own without taking it to God? Because the way that you respond to difficult times will determine if you grow deeper with God as you go through this hard time, or if this hard time is going to harden your heart and cause you to fall away from God. It's going to probably be one or the other. You're going to go one direction or the other. And learning to keep your eyes on Jesus when you go through difficult times, that is how your faith grows deeper. And you can actually get to the point where you can have peace, victory, and even joy. Yeah, even joy through the most difficult times. You can get to this point of walking with Jesus and trusting in Jesus so that your joy and your peace and your victory doesn't have anything to do with your external situation. And so no matter what's going on around you, you can respond and have this joyfulness and this peace and this victory through Jesus Christ. And James talks about this. He says, "Consider it all joy, my brothers and sisters, when you encounter various trials." Consider it joy. How many of us think that way when bad things happen to us? How many of us are like, oh, joy, joy, joy? Is this a very counter-human? This is very, very unnatural to think this way. But here it is. Consider it joy when you encounter trials. And why? Because you know that the testing of your faith produces endurance. Okay? And let the endurance have its perfect result so that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. And when you get to that point, when you are perfect and complete, when you lack nothing, that is when you are walking in that total trust with Jesus. You are filled with joy, no matter what, even when you encounter various trials. And a lot of people may doubt that this is possible, but I can tell you that it is possible. I'm not there 100% of the time, but I have sought God hard enough, long enough, going through some hard times that now I have actually experienced this. I have gotten to a place where I understand the value of going through the hard times and the way it helps you grow and how it strengthens your faith in God, so that I can be thankful for the hard times because of this.